Greetings, doll fans! I'm coming to you from my living room to bring you a special update. Sort of a room tour, actually. I'm going to show you my new doll cabinet. This is Payu. He's about to start getting a new wig and whatnot. I really hope to start his wig this weekend. But anyway, getting a doll cabinet has been a journey all itself. You know, it's buying a major piece of furniture, really, and it all starts with dolls. The dolls definitely kind of dictate a lot of the things I do these days. I don't know if that's good or bad. It's just what it is. So I bought this doll cabinet, and it's been on layaway for a long time. It's very expensive. It costs a little more than a doll. Let's just say that. I thought it was well worth it. I am so happy about it. At first, you know, it's like when I started, I don't know what to get. Am I worried about fashion, or am I just worried about function? I do really want it to show off the dolls really well. The one I got is okay for that, but I kind of decided I wanted fashion. I wanted it to look good in my house. I want it to have the personality that I like, that I'm looking for, and boy did I find that. Boy! I really did. It's been a long journey though, so I go out looking, and I'm mainly looking in antique stores. Anyway, so I go to these antique stores and I'm looking at all this stuff, and it's really hard. You know, it's hard to judge which one is going to show off the dolls better. So there was one that I found first, and it was really cool, and it was a good antique, and it was nice dark wood, like I like to see, and it had these nice fancy feet, you know, with claws on it, or whatever you call it. It was kind of narrow, so it was not wide enough, and it was kind of tall. It was off the floor, but I think it had a nice tall case spacage. It was really tall, and it had like molded sculptures like at the top. It was carved, actually. It was wood, and it looked like really smart. It looked like it belonged in some old guy's study. So I almost got that, but I didn't. And then I went to this other antique store, and I saw that they had like this cheaper thing. When I say cheap, it was like $300, but it was big, and it was very wide. It would have fit lots of dolls in it, but it wasn't exactly old. It had like one of those cardboard backings, but I decided that's what I wanted. And so I kind of saved up my money, and then when I went back, it had already been put on layaway. So I wasn't like, I mean, yeah, I was mad, but I guess I wasn't too mad. Apparently not. And I just, it's like, oh, let's just go look some more. Let's just keep looking. So I go back up through the antique store, and I found that very day the case that I was gonna buy. And I was like, yes, I'm getting this. And it was actually one that had been there for a very long time. I definitely remembered it. Just never thought that I would ever want it or have a reason to buy it. But it basically had like, the main thing is that it had really good interior space. It's wide but not too wide, and it had shelves that were actually added later. The shelves are made from pressed particle board, or they're made from plywood actually, and they're removable, and you can just take them out and move them around, you know. And I was like, oh yes, perfect for the dolls, because I could take the shelves out and have the dolls standing up in there. So, let's get to it. Since my battery's running low, this is it! Ta-da! Check this out. This has become my favorite corner of the house, guys. It used to be, like, empty, plain. I had, like, see this, claymore sword right here? I love that. I used to have 2 of them hanging up like that, and I wanted to have a really impressive, nice painting in the center, but that kind of never happened. Anyway, so this is it, and if you see this red light, that's also new. That's also something that I've kind of been wanting, and it just kind of came together with it. So anyway, let's just take a look at this real quick. Here's, you can see I have like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dolls, if you count the little bean inside of it right now. I have like this upper loft for some MSDs for my small ones, basically. Check this out, like this is where we'll start. It's Gothic. I love Gothic. That's my favorite style, favorite architecture, like, of all time. Yes, and as you can see, it's got these things, these decorative pieces over the glass. And that does kind of draw away from what I'm trying to do here, which is show off dolls, but I don't have the heart to take them off. They're original. The antique store guy estimated that this thing is probably from the 20s or something. And it's made from tiger oak. And here's the beautiful tiger oak. It has been stained. But I just love that color, and this is a really cool part. Check this out. There's a Gothic hand-carved spinning wheel scenes down here, basically. So I have this nice cabinet down here that I can put doll stuff in, and I plan to do that. Right now I've got doll stuff in it and some books, some crafty books actually. And there's that one. Looks like she's knitting or something. Yeah, I think she's knitting. And I could tell, like, when I look, like, up close that it was, like, carved by hand, and I can just tell because I've got the carving tools, and I do this kind of thing, actually. I make woodcut prints, actually. And it used to have, like, this skeleton key lock, as you can see, and it actually works, but I don't have the key. I don't know if it actually works, but it really was a skeleton key lock. And it's just so decorative. It's got these pillars on the side, columns, whatever you call it. Here's up top. I haven't quite really decided if this is the final layout. I don't know if that's I want this presentation to be totally, like, fabulous. Right here on the right, you see that's a mummified bobcat head, which I bought as a painting prop, basically, as inspiration. I found it at a convention one time. This person had all these taxidermied animals that they had basically salvaged from the wild, found already dead, of course. Yeah. In the center I have some books in a little glass case. One of them is just a really old Bible from the early 1800s that my mom bought me for Christmas. And the one on top of it is a copy of Historic Doubts on the Life and Reign of King Richard III. Then over here I have a picture of King Richard III, which my mom made for me. She just printed it off on her computer and put it in a frame, and she used it to decorate my birthday party. Over here, this is a old door knocker that my mom also found me for Christmas. She goes to antique stores and buys me dirty old things for Christmas and surprises me with them, so that's like this old door knocker. And I like it. And right here is where we keep our DVDs. It used to look a lot junkier. Because we also had our PS2 and our Xbox games over here, but I had to, like, draw the line and say, no, we gotta put the games in the game room, which is one of our spare rooms, and now it's just our DVDs, and it's much better, and it's a lot more in control. And it kind of draws away, of course, from the presentation, but it doesn't look as bad as it did, and at least I had these, like, this candle set that I could stick up there up top. That's new too. It used to be DVDs piled up like that, video games and stuff. And this lamp is very special too. I bought it just a few weeks before I got my cabinet out of layaway. And funny story, I had been wanting a red lamp for a long time, ever since I saw one in a different antique store that's like across the state border. Not too convenient to go to that one, but I had seen that one, I had wanted it, and then ever since then I had been brainstorming. It's like, okay, how can I make a red lamp or make something colorful to put some mood lighting in this corner. I had been wanting it for a long time. So basically I had tossed around all these ideas. Not really acted on any of the ideas. And after a while I had decided, well, I'm getting this cabinet, so I decided I wanted to put one of those salt rock lamps, like, at the top. And then all of a sudden, like, as I'm driving home from work and I pass by this antique store, there's a lot of antique stores in my life. right there shining in the window is this red light, and I'm like, they have a red lamp in there, I have to go see it. And then it was crazy, it was like fate, because then when I went in there to see it, I think this red lamp is actually the original red lamp that I had seen in the other antique store. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I know. So let's look more at this cabinet. This is what's going on. There's no handles, it's just that it had the key thing. I really wish I had that key. That would be so cool. And here's my dolls. This isn't all of them, of course. I have a lot more. And they're not all going to fit inside this cabinet. That's what I got. Here we go. There they are. I love them. I love them. As you can see, I've already got these like string lights up. And right now I'm struggling with their batteries. I need to find some like good rechargeable batteries with a good recharger that I can use. And I've already got these rugs put down. These are my samples, upholstery samples that I got when the store was going out of, not going out of business. They were moving and they were getting rid of all their samples. And there you go. There's Lamrain, Lyska, and D. D is 98% complete, and I just love him. I put him over there because I can see him better from this side. He is my favorite. He is my man. Okay, and up here you can see there's my little bean, Kali. This thing right here is like, this is a beautiful cup that I found at a grocery store, and it's like, it's brass or something. It looks copper, and I just thought it was gorgeous. It's got that hammered look. This actually, this belongs to Lyska. This is his cup. There's Baby D. You know, Baby D is actually the child version of D. Just so you know that. And then there's my little demon. His name is Noki. So, my plans for this originally was to actually deck out the inside of it and make a diorama. But I'm very limited, as you can see. Like, the dolls take up so much space. I don't even, when I get more in there, I don't even know if you're going to be able to even see the background. And I've got windows on the sides, as you can see also, which is better for viewing. I really prefer it that way, because now when I'm standing over there, I can see the dolls. So that's important to me. Since the cabinet is so much nicer than I thought it would be, I don't want to drive any like nails into it or thumbtacks into the back wall there, because it's in such great shape. I don't want to ruin it. So I'm going to have to create like a false back out of like foam board or something and fit it in there and cover up the old back and then paint whatever I want on the false back. And I was wanting to put up drapes and stuff. I don't even know if that's going to work. I mean, it'll work, but like I said, you can't fit too many dolls in this. It is smaller than maybe what I should have being a BJD collector, but it's okay. I forgive it. I love this cabinet so much. So I'm gonna put maybe at least 2 more dolls in here. I'm gonna fit as many as I can. Without it looking too crammed and too bad. And this loft up here is Kali's room, so I was thinking I would make it look like her bedroom, like she lives up in an attic or something. She's a little troll child now, so I'm thinking, how can I make it look like a troll child's hideout attic bedroom? So that's it. I don't know if I have much more to say. Like, I am already just loving it. Like, I don't have the backdrop up, of course, but I just love it with the rugs. I love the rugs. I think they look really good. There's 3 of them, and I just folded them in and put them in as best I could. And the lights, I love the lights. Every night I turn on my doll lights and I just enjoy it. Like this red lamp combined with my doll lights, it's my mood lighting for the evening, and I can just relax and watch TV or whatever. And it's fun. I'm so excited. Yay. And I guess that's all for now. You can ask questions as you want, and I'll answer them best I can. I just don't know What else to say besides that it's a work in progress? This corner inspires me. It's my favorite. It's my favorite corner. Yeah, like I said, comment and give me some suggestions or ask questions or whatever, and I'll try to answer your best I can. And I hope this was inspiring, and I hope that it was enjoyable. And I thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting, and updates to come. Who's still my sandwich?